I think I just went silent. Am I loud and clear? Someone says I'm not. I'm clear. I think I just went silent for a minute. I think I just went silent for a minute. All right. Okay. So all right, perfect. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen across the world. Yes, it is a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be speaking to you this fantastic morning, wherever you are joining us from across the world. And welcome to our morning training, where we are going to dig into the details of Cary Pact, how Cary Pact works, its tokenomics. They say my microphone is very low. Okay, how about there? Am I loud and clear, my brother Anthony? Okay. Someone says not really. I want to confirm if I'm loud and clear. You might need to check your personal network. Okay. All right. So I think now let's start. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, ladies and gentlemen, and then we definitely kick off today's training. All right, so let's start our lesson for today. Okay, today is our English class, and I want to share my screen now without delay, and then we kick off. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are basically going to look at Cary Pact and bot chain, be able to have a depth understanding of why bot chain, what are the benefits of bot chain, why is bot chain present today, We are also going to look at the details about bot chain. We are going to be able to learn about public chain. We are going to dig deep into the tokenomics of bot chain. And now we are going to learn how to turn our computing power, or the computer power that exists on your laptop, the computer power that exists on your phone, how you buy a digital machine in your phone, and then it turns out to be daily income. If time allows, if not, then tomorrow we shall take you through our technical class. Things to do with withdraw, how do you operate your wallets, how do you create your wallets, how do you run your wallets, how do you basically be able to get all this running across wherever you may be across the globe. So my name is Wealth Coach Julius. I've been in this industry of cryptocurrency for the last 5 years. I have won some battles, I have lost some battles, but definitely pure like I'll share with you. I want to step now my stone to a solid project, okay, to a very solid project, a project that is building a chain. And when it comes to building a chain, it is long term. It's not short term. There are no gimmicks. There's no faster money here. It's basically long-term sustainable project because it is building a chain. But before I talk much, ladies and gentlemen, allow me definitely and purely get into today's presentation, and along the lines, I'll play for you some videos to give you better insight, but also vis-a-vis. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen right now. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Okay. Share my screen right now. Beautiful, 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 fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay. Those following us on YouTube, you are most welcome. Those that are following us on our TikTok channel, you are most welcome. And those that are also following us across the globe, you are also very, 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 very most welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I don't know, is my screen very visible? I see it is halfway. I don't understand. Huh? Is it happening on my side alone? All right, now it's clear. So let's go. In case of anything, please, you could write down. After the call, you could come in and drop your questions, and we shall be good to go. Happy to see you, my Hajar and Natasha. Happy to see you. All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. So bot chain. So I'll change my screen to make sure those following us across other platforms, you could be able to see. All right. So let's start our lesson for today. So what is bot chain and Cary Pact? Cary Pact is the first benchmark protocol on the bot chain, and it's building a future of decentralized computing power. But before I start, I want to pass these following announcements. Those who want to attend our physical events, on Saturday, we shall be at Hotel Triangle, Zebra Hall, at exactly midday for 2 straight hours. Our brothers and sisters who are in Bangladesh, we are already kicking off our event in Dhaka, and we are going to be there with our presentation with our leaders in Bangladesh. Already, like I see, very soon we shall have a physical meeting in Nairobi, a physical meeting in Botswana. Our brothers and sisters in where in Botswana, we are going to be there. Our brothers and sisters in Nigeria, in Lagos, we are going to be there. In Abuja, we have done our first meeting. In Lagos, we have done our first meeting. And we are still continuing to be in different areas across the globe. So once we tell you we are in your area, please don't miss out our physical events that are happening to give you a better understanding of this super opportunity. With that said and done, I basically don't want to take much time. Let's kick off. Okay, before I start, I want to pass a disclaimer that Cary Pact is a community-driven project. While we aim to provide useful tools and opportunities, participation needs everybody to understand when you participate in cryptocurrency, it comes with certain risks, okay? So this information I'm going to share is general knowledge. And since it is general knowledge, basically, ladies and gentlemen, it should not be taken as financial advice. You should do your personal research, and the Cary Pact does not guarantee any specific outcome by engaging with the platform. Users should accept full responsibility of their actions, okay? All right. Now here, that's where I want to start with, and this really defines my last 5 years cryptocurrency. Okay, I have been in this industry for the last 5 years, and I have made certain decisions that have caused the pain to my life, but I love them because they have been very important to get me to where I am today, taking solid decisions when it comes to building cryptocurrency projects. And ladies and gentlemen, my topic today is very simple: 4 major classes of crypto wealth. And on your journey, as you choose your direction to get into the crypto world, choosing the right blockchain gate is very important, and choosing the navigating of your crypto entrance is very, very important. So there are 4 major crypto wealth classes or crypto wealth generating classes. The question is, which class do you belong to? I'll start with number 4, which I've been part of for the last 4 years. And these are called schemes. These are called schemes. I was listening to ChatGPT a few hours ago, trying to give me their understanding when it comes to schemes, or when it comes to these major 4 sectors or these major 4 characters. And I'll give you ChatGPT understanding, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right. Okay. So I'll give you ChatGPT, but I also have my personal insight. Okay? So when it comes to schemes, ladies and gentlemen, I simplify them in this way. The person who starts the project, ladies and gentlemen, is interested in making money, and me who's joining the project, I'm interested in making money. There is nothing they are building, and within the short while, ladies and gentlemen, there is too much. It is the red circle. This circle that you see, this is the lowest level. It is only about scams. It's only about hype projects. It's only about fake opportunities. It is basically Ponzi style systems. So people here usually chase quick money. Here people say, I entered very late. And this is where I have been for the last 5 years, and lose most of their capital. This is where most beginners get trapped, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the last class. So the scheme class is filled with scams. The scheme class is filled with hype projects. The scheme class is filled with fake opportunities. The scheme class is filled with Ponzi style systems. And I've been in this industry of Ponzi style systems for the last 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. So here, people usually chase quick money, like I've said. Here, people usually say, I would make money, but I joined late when it is done. People here lose most of their capital, and this is where most beginners start from. Having described that category, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take you to the coin circle. This is where most people are, and it's a very good circle. Here people buy and hold coins. They hold Bitcoin, they hold Ethereum, they hold altar coins, or what you call other coins, and speculating on price going up. Okay, we speculate that when you buy this altar coin, prices will rise. You make money if the market goes up, but you are not in control. You make money when the price goes up, but you are not in control. And let me take you to category number 2, the exchange. This is where most people trade and provide liquidity. They trade in Binance, in Bybit, traders and market makers. They profit from fees, trading, volatility. Okay, it has good money, but depends on skill and timing, right? Okay, then last, ladies and gentlemen, this is the coin circle. This is where real value is created, where we have blockchain developers, infrastructure builders, protocol creators, and this is where people are building systems itself like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Bot Chain, etc. Here, ladies and gentlemen, in the chain circle, the number one I'm talking about here, we are basically looking at capturing the biggest long-term wealth. And today, for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been able to shift from not focusing on scheme cycle, not in the coin cycle, not in the exchange cycle, but I'm here to share with you a biggest long-term wealth-seated opportunity, and that is none other than the chain circle that blockchain is providing to you and me with a better understanding. But before we dig deep into blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very critically important for us to go back and find out how it has transferred in the past when it comes to public blockchains. Okay, so public blockchains are the value pinnacle of the crypto world. In short, all cryptocurrencies that exist in this world, ladies and gentlemen, are seated on public blockchains. Every 100x, every 1000x, every legend is born from a public chain. Okay, and that is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, when we look at previous strong blockchain ecosystems like Ethereum, Solana, BNB, they have been able to expand because all value expansion originates from their ecosystem. When more people build cryptocurrencies on their blockchain, when more people build smart contracts on their blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, this basically grows their ecosystem, and public chains become the source of value. The larger the ecosystem, the larger the value. But it could be a very big disadvantage if we don't go back and look at the evolution of public chains. Let's go back and look at the evolution of public chains. We started with BTC at the 1.0, which was the first public ledger, one of its own kind. It was the only decentralized cryptocurrency or chain I have seen. And since Bitcoin came in 2009 up to today, it has been able to grow up to 42 million times. But Bitcoin did not provide an opportunity. Bitcoin did not provide an opportunity that could allow people to develop other crypto projects on its chain. Yes, it is true. Later we had what we call, the name is getting out of my mind. Later we had something like NFTs, something like that were built onto the blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain ecosystem, but not as solid as when it comes to Ethereum. So in 2015, Ethereum came in play, and Ethereum has done wonderfully well. It's one of the biggest cryptocurrencies with a huge ecosystem. It has introduced smart contracts. These are digital agreements that are seated on a blockchain. It brought in meme tokens. One of them that changed my life called Shiba Inu, and also after it tormented me, we had good ones like Pepe. These were good memes into the Ethereum ecosystem. Then later we had non-fungible tokens. that came into play. We had gamified games that are played onto the world through the blockchain. We had metaverse. But then Ethereum had low speed and it had high gas fees. Now, this took us to the 3.0, and the 3.0 brought in a platform that would allow people build more ecosystems onto their blockchain. It introduced the public chain. We had many like Solana that introduced speed. Solana brought in speed. Later, it also had congestion. Then we had BNB, we had TRX, and TRX brought in less gas fees. Then later we had Polkadot, and Polkadot introduced a cross-chain, which allowed people to move money from Solana to Binance Smart Chain and whatsoever. Then later we had Uniswap, and Uniswap introduced a DEX, a decentralized exchange ecosystem. All these, the Uniswap, the Polkadot, the BNB, the TRX, the Solana, that brought in the 3.0 development into blockchain and cryptocurrency led to a growth of 9,000 times. But now, ladies and gentlemen, today, there is a new evolution. Okay, the new evolution. And the new evolution is we have entered an age where Web3 is taking over. We have entered an age where AI is taking over. I was reading to one of their platforms, like I'm going to show you. They have now opened up an investment of $50 million to people who have strong ideologies, and they can be able to build strong projects on the blockchain. And why is it important? Because yes, it is true. Yes, it is true that when it comes to the bot chain, we have public chain, we have, they have low speed, so they have high speed, less gas fees, they have their own decentralized exchange, they have their own, wallet, but they have also introduced one of their biggest major features, one of its own kind called the Magic Block AI. And like in our coming classes where we're going to be able to dig deep into blockchain and understand how it works. The Magic Block AI is allowing people to devolve projects onto their chain within 30 to 45 minutes. They're allowing easy coding, they're allowing automatic debug, because one of the biggest challenge and fast programming. I've listened to developers who come to me and they cause issues with the project and they need a lot of time to recreate a new smart contract. So blockchain is bridging the gap of developers and allowing quick, smart crypto projects or crypto ecosystems that could be built on chain in a faster way, but also provide high speed, provide less gas fees, provide cross chain, provide a decentralized exchange, all on one chain, all available in one ecosystem. And this is becoming a new evolution when it comes to cryptocurrency ecosystems. We cannot talk about a blockchain and not talk about the native token of the bot chain. And the native token of the bot chain is called the bot coin. Why is my network non-stable? Am I still loud and clear? You know, sometimes I forget to do a checkout. Am I still loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Am I still loud and clear? All right, good. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. All right, so let's get into the tokenomics of bot chain to give you a simple understanding. So basically, the native token, the native coin, but not a token, is BOT or bot. It has a total supply of 150 million coins, and its initial listing came in between $5 to $12, but currently it is seated at around $9.5. $9.5. And the only way this token is coming in circulation is only is through mining and is through proof of staking. That's the only way you can be able to get this token. But let me show you something unbelievable. Let me just show you something unbelievable. Okay, it's a minute. Oh, what's up? Okay, I think I'll show you that video maybe at the end. I'll show you that video maybe at the end. So what happens is that 70% of these tokens will be mined. 70% of these tokens will be mined. And it's through mining. One will happen with home mining machines. These machines were being sold in Hong Kong, and each machine was costing over $10,000. Other tokens will be acquired through proof of staking, and 5% of these will be listed as an airdrop in exchanges. And before December this year, this token will be existing in most of the exchanges because it is a coin. But then they also understand on the other side that Julius, okay, they also understand on the other side that me, I am not a developer. I am into cryptocurrency to make some money. Okay, so I'm not a developer. But also on the other side, I want to get in with a very solid project. A very solid project. That's why they decided to build their first ecosystem or the first project onto the blockchain. And this is designed to tokenize, it's designed to verify, and it's designed to trade physical computing power as a decentralized asset. Can you imagine? That when you participate in the Cary Pact ecosystem, you'll be able to acquire tokens, you'll be able to verify tokens, and you'll be able to trade these tokens physically and using what? Computing power. When they talk about computing power, they're basically talking about the ability to use the power of your phone, the ability to use the power of your laptop. So what do? Simple. You are owning a digital machine, and once you activate this digital machine once, you get yourself hash power, and this hash power will generate for you daily income. That's how sweet and powerful this is, ladies and gentlemen. But it is important for you and me, to understand the tokenomics of this amazing token that is seated on the blockchain. It has a total supply of 210 million tokens. 10 million tokens will be used for swapping, meaning moving it from you'll be able to swap and get USDT, to be able to swap from one token to another token, like I'll show you. The 200 million remaining tokens will be put in the computing power network output. And how is this going to be done? It's very important. Number one, 42% hash rate will be coming from mining. Now, this is very important. So every day, there is a fixed supply of 40,000 tokens every day. Fixed. 40,000 tokens, fixed. Maximum 40,000 tokens. But on these 40,000 tokens, 42% of these will be coming through mining. 42% will be coming through mining, meaning that every day, 16,800 tokens are the ones that will come from mining only. Now, 18% will be coming from staking output. So 18 of these, which is around 7,200 tokens for mining. So once you come in as someone who wants passive income, you're able to make money in two ways. Number one, you'll be able to make money in mining. You buy hash rate and every day you earn CA tokens. The price of CA is approximately $28. And also the CA you have earned, you could decide to stake them and share on the 18% output. So there is a constant supply of 16,800 tokens in mining and a constant supply of 7,200 tokens. 200 tokens that will be available in staking. So that fixed supply, ladies and gentlemen, automatically creates scarcity. Automatically creates scarcity, and this is mind-boggling. Now, those of you who will be getting involved in team building, we shall also be able to share a static amount of 35%, which is 14,000 tokens. 14,000 tokens. This will be shared in people who decide to build teams, 3% in DAO and 2% in foundation. So let's just dig deep a little bit to give you basic understanding. So how does it work? How does it work? And that is very important. So the way it works, the business works this way, and it is very, very simple and easy. Number one, you buy hash rate. For example, if you could come in with $100, you would get 100 hash rate. For the last 22 days, the business has been around. But as we speak today, when you come in with $100, you get 140 hash rate. So people will participate in this business. In the next 100 days, when they will be bringing in $100, they will be getting more hash rate, even tomorrow. Why? Because me who has been around for the last 22 days, every day I've been earning CA and you have not been earning. So what do? They recompensate you by giving you more hash rate. And what will happen every day at 7:00 a.m. Ugandan time? My brothers and sisters in Pakistan, that's around 9:30, 7:30 a.m. in the morning, around 9:30, I think, a.m. in Pakistan, you'll be able to earn your CA tokens every single day. And when you earn your CA, like I'm going to show you, you can withdraw your CA. You can withdraw your CA. You earn your CA, you can withdraw your CA, cash it out, and enjoy non-stop income. But also on the other side, you could decide to stake your CA and earn more CA. So you can withdraw. Already there is a BDEX swap that allows you move your CA to BOT. So you can be able to swap from CA to BOT token, so to BOT coin. And this is unbelievable because this provides what I call a double token mechanism. What do I mean? This reduces the risk of an investor. That since I'm earning in CA, if the value of CA goes down, but this is a coin that's being taken over by developers who are developing more projects, meme tokens, non-fungible tokens, contracts, and they are building like crazy, and BOT token goes up. I will convert from BOT token to CA. If more people are loving CA, they are investing in more money, they are buying more hash rate, I can convert from BOT to CA. All sides are a double-edged sword for an investor. giving them sustainable results in the long run. So you can use the DBEX, which is already an installed decentralized exchange, to swap from bot to USDT that is existing onto the bot chain. And you also have the bot bridge that does cross-chain, and you can move your bot chain and be able to enjoy your money. That is how simple the whole ecosystem works, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'll skip that part and get in here. So there are four main streams of income. The static mining, when you buy your hash rate, it will be yours for the next 22 years. And also the static mine, the static staking, the CA you earn, you can stake it and make more money. Also, there is an active income. Active income is divided into two: dynamic team rewards and dynamic ranking rewards. Okay, Julius, what do you mean by these two? Let me drop them much more easier for you. And I'm going to use my system to describe this very easy for you. Like I said, the last 22 days, when you would come in with 100 USDT, you would get 100 hash rate. But today, when you come in with 100 USDT, you get 140 hash rate. This is just to allow you earn the same value like someone who has been in the business for the last business or the last time. So this is a dual static turbo-driven ecosystem accelerating the power of asset of acquiring CA. So remember, the total amount of CA that will be in circulation for these 2 years is 16,800 CA. So your total hash rate divided by the total network hash rate will give you the amount of CA you earn every single day. So let me show you. I'm just going to go into my system. I'll share my screen and we talk about the mining very fast. Just my token pocket. Okay. So this is my token pocket. So let me log in. So let me go to my Cary Pact account and I show you what I mean by that. Okay. So how do you check? Get into your Cary Pact account, tap on these three lines. When you tap on these three lines, scroll down to buy computing power. When you tap on buy computing power, scroll down and you will see your hash rate. This is your hash rate. This is the total network hash rate in the whole world. This is your hash rate, and this is your total hash rate. And the business has existed for the last 23 days. Now, the people who started with us, when you came in here and you invested $100, you would get 100 hash rate. Those of you participated in Aura and ONF, you only got 10% of whatever you had the other side. And I can show you that in my system. But let's start from here. So you bring in $100, you get 140 hash rate. Let's calculate the amount of CA you will earn. This changes every single day. Okay? So how shall we calculate? We shall say 140, which is your hash rate, divided by the total hash rate, times the 16,800 CA tokens that will be available every day for the next 2 years. So we go to our calculator. This is how you determine how much you earn. Okay, 140, we divide by the total hash rate, which is 494 0.3045. This is the total hash rate. So what we get, we multiply it by 16,800 tokens. So every day, this is what you will earn today. But tomorrow, the total hash rate will increase. So with your $40, we multiply. So this we have got to multiply by the price of CA. How do we know the price of CA? We tap on the three lines, the menu. We tap on the menu. Then we come on mining data. We scroll down. The price of CA is $28. So we go to a calculator and we multiply this by 28. You'll earn $1.3 with your $100 every day. Now let me explain. Let's tap back, buying data, we come here. Now, since people invest in money every day, they buy more hash power, and the 16,800 tokens remain constant that we share. If your hash rate remains as it is, but the total network hash rate is increasing, the amount of CA you earn every day will be decreasing, but the value of CA will be rising. You will be earning little CA, but the CA will be more valuable because more people are buying hash power. So people were asking, why is it that my CA I earn every day keeps decreasing? It decreases because people are buying more hash power. And since they are buying more hash power and your hash power is not increasing, the amount of CA that comes in circulation will be reducing every single day. But since, am I still live? Am I still on Zoom? Am I still sharing my screen? Am I still live? Am I still sharing my screen? Okay. All right. So the amount of CA you will be earning will be decreasing. It will not be constant because more people are buying more hash power, but your hash rate is not increasing. This will be yours for the next 22 years. So the amount of CA you'll be earning every day will be decreasing. If you have understood that, give me a yes in the chat. If you have understood that, give me a yes in the chat. I have never seen a project that gives me a visible architecture, a project that shows me that as more people get into business, the price of the token will be rising. So when you tap on details here, yes, thank you, Shafiq. So when you add more hash rate, your CA will be increasing. Yes, because you will have more hash rate. So if you have less hash rate, you'll always earn less CA. But you will earn for the next 22 years. Okay, so when you tap on details here, you can see. So when you come here, you have hash rate mining record. Those are the coins I have mined. Since I started, I have mined 10.172. Let's go to a calculator and see. So it is 10.172. We multiply this by 28. So since I started, ladies and gentlemen, I have so far earned $284. But my investment is $1,000. Does that make sense? Give me a yes in the chat. How many of you could participate in a business and within 1 month, you could have this return? It's not easy. But why is it possible? Because as more people are investing, the price of CA keeps rising, which means that I earn less CA, but since it gains more value, I make more money. Give me a one in the chat. That's how simple you use your phone to make money. You are not worried. You see, every day you earn more. Every day you earn more. This was my first income. Okay, this was my first income on the 2nd of April. You see, and every day, guys, I've been making money. I've been earning more CA and increasing my profit. Now let's go to revenue withdrawal. Revenue withdrawal. When you tap on details, you get revenue withdrawal. Okay, the tokens I have withdrawn directly after earning them. So after earning them, I withdrew them directly. Then here we have revenue staking. The tokens that once I have earned them, I have decided to stake them. All that is available here. So after you have earned your tokens, you can decide to stake them and share approximately 1%. Because remember, when you stake, you want to share on the 7,200 tokens that are available for staking. So every day, 7,200 tokens are available. So how much do you share? It depends on how much you have staked. Give me a one in the chat if you're clear. It depends on how much you have staked. So a person who has staked more tokens will earn more than a person who has staked less. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. Because you are sharing on the same amount, but someone who has staked more will earn more than someone who has staked less. Hey. Okay, now look here, guys. There is less token supply, but even those that come in the market are staked. What will happen to the value of CA? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. There is less token supply because more people are buying hash rate. But even the little that people are earning, they want to earn more. They decide to stake the tokens than to sell them. What will happen to the price of CA? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. In the long run, what will happen to the price of CA? Definitely, the price will go high. And here you can see the protocol proof of stake. The protocol proof of stake. This is where you see your tokens you have staked. And you see, I have so far staked 7 now, but I've withdrawn. This is 10, this is 8, and this is 2. These have been withdrawn. So by total, since I started, I have staked a total of 28.4. Since I started recently on the 2nd of March, so of April. And when we add the 28.4 tokens that I have earned and staked times the price, which is $28, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 1 month in the business, close to 23 days in the business, because me personally, I started on the 2nd of April, I have so far made $795. This is not hype. This is understanding, building a solid blockchain-based opportunity, its power, its intensity, and its dynamics. So, ladies and gentlemen, if my total investment is around, let me say, $1,200, before I make a month, I'm already breaking even. Give me a yes in the chat if you can see this powerful, unbelievable opportunity that is hidden in a jam. A jam is a jam. A jam is a jam. It's very hard. in the crypto world space today to find a business that you can break even in a month. But this happens because of the good tokenomics that are seated behind the business value of CA and bot chain. So you can be able to withdraw. But now let me take you through the second part, and that is the team building. So you can be able to swap. They already have their swap here. We shall do the details tomorrow. You can swap from CA to bot. Then after earning bot, you can swap from bot. You can swap from bot to their DEX. Here is their DEX already. Tomorrow we are going to do the technical part. And you will earn your bot. And after earning your bot, ladies and gentlemen, you can bridge. You can bridge and send your bot to any blockchain, USDT, to any blockchain of your choice. Could be Ethereum, Tron, or Binance Smart Chain. And there you go. So I can be able to take my USDT anywhere from bot chain to Binance chain, take it to my Binance, my any wallet across the globe. But let's talk about the second way of making money. That was only the first way, ladies and gentlemen. That was only the first way. Let's now dive very fast but quickly into the second way. Tomorrow we shall do the technical class about withdraw, and we dive deep, ladies and gentlemen, into how you withdraw your funds and easily for those who have issues. I believe tomorrow will be one of my areas of presentation that I will focus on. Even I can do the technical class tonight. Okay, so this was as an investor. You have two ways of making money. One is the static mining, and two is the static staking. Okay, so when you will be swapping your tokens from CA to bot chain, there will be a slippage of 5%. 1.8 will be put in liquidity flow, and 3.2% will be put to people who bought nodes and those that are participating in the DAO. So here is the second way of making money as a team builder. And this gives you two main ways of earning that I want to focus on. Let's start from one, the dynamic team rewards. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that if you are a team builder, you are sharing 35% of what? Of 40,000 tokens. This is a total of 14,000 tokens daily. It is shared by every team builder. So what do they do? What's up with my network? What's up with my network? What's up with my network? Okay, so let's continue. I hope it's stable now. So they will get off 50% of the 7,000 tokens, 50% of this, and share it into what they call the dynamic team rewards. So what do they consider? What do they consider to give you the dynamic team rewards? They'll get 50% of this 7,000, multiply it. So 50% is around, I think, 50% of 7,000. 7,000 divided by 2. They will get 3,500 tokens. Then they say 3,500 tokens to be shared today in the dynamic sub-leg hash rate. And what is your total network sub-leg? Let me explain that using my system so that people don't get confused, especially those who are interested in building teams, to understand where their money comes from. Okay, so to my token pocket. So I will log in now. Just a minute. eno oluma limu akola ali muno kamale kukola kino nete bagambe gange. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, so to find all those details, tap on your menu, come on User Center. I want to congratulate myself. I think I'm the first V1 in Africa. I'm the first V in Africa. I'm running very fast, ladies and gentlemen, because I had never seen a street business like this. People have asked me, why are you very annoyed? It's because if you want to succeed, you must see something before other people see it. By the time they wake up, you're already enjoying. You're already enjoying. Hey, no stress, no market issues. That is how sweet this is. Okay, so once you open this, it will take you to community. So tap on that arrow and your community. So let me load my community, okay? So this is my community. Here on the top of your ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to see you are on V2 and how far you are going to V3. That's why you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see your total directs and you'll be able to see your total community accounts. Then down here, you'll be able to see your total hash rate and you'll be able to see your sub-community hash rate and your sub-community performance. Now, this is what they will consider to pay you the first way. They will say, Julius, what is your total hash rate? Let me take you back to that small slide so that people can be able to move with me. They will say, to earn the dynamic, what is your personal sub-leg hash rate? Now, your personal sub-leg hash rate, let's first finish this area. Let's go back to User Center. Let's go to Community Revenue. They are just in two areas. So you see down here, your sub-hash rate. So your personal sub-hash rate. This is my personal sub-hash rate. Divided by the total network, that is for the whole community. So let's see the whole community. This is mine. This is the total community hash rate. This is mine. But I now need the, I think, is it here? I wanted to get the total. So they get mine, they divide it by the total weak leg of the whole community. This is a total computing power. Okay, I think that I will learn. I need to be able to calculate. So what they will do simple, when you come here for you be able to see your sub-community hash rate, this is mine. They divide it by the total of the total network in the whole Cary Pact ecosystem. What they get is what you will, and it is existing here. So for example, this is my reward for today. I have earned the dynamic output revenue of 0.6. Then the second one they pay is the rank. Then the third one they pay is the one that comes when people stake. So this is how, in short, it will be. I think I will do a team building Zoom and dig deep into this to enable you guys to understand. But definitely you can see that today I have earned 2.905 when we go to a calculator. 2.905 multiply by 28. This gives me a total of around $81. Is it bad? Very good income. Remember, if my personal stake is 1,000, I earned around 0.5 today, plus my 0.5. That gives me 3.4 multiplied by 28, $95 to $100 a day approximately. Sleeping money. So when you have V1, a V0, you'll make like $15 a day. When you have V1, you'll make like $50 a day, 45, 50. If you have V2, you'll make like $100 a day. And that is very sweet income, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of me withdrawing my CA, I'll decide to stake my CA by tapping on one-click stake. Then I'll type in the amount, 2.90505487. Then I click confirm, and I have staked. So I'll come here on protocol proof of stake. I now have 10 CA staked. And since I started the business, my total income is 31.3 CA. Everything added together, 31.3 multiplied by 28, guys. My total income now, since I started this business, I have earned $876. If I move off my total capital, which is $1,200, I'm only remaining with $323 to have earned all my money. So I don't want to exceed here. Tomorrow I will do a technical class. And in the technical class, I'll be able to dig deep into how you swap, how you withdraw your money, how you earn unstoppable income. But when you rank up to higher ranks, V4, V6, it pays up to over $10,000 a day. And V10 in the compensation plan pays up to $200,000 a month. This is unbelievable. It's effort beyond expectation, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't taken it seriously, you better wake up. And on Saturday, we shall be having a presentation in Kampala at a Hotel Triangle. Please be there, ladies and gentlemen. Be there, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are also in Masaka, we shall be there on Sunday. Be there. Let's make this money and change our lives together. See you again at 9 p.m. East Africa Standard Time for just a business presentation. And then tomorrow I'll be here for the technical class. I love you all, ladies and gentlemen. Have a super, super, super Thursday. Till we catch up tomorrow again. Until we catch up, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday at Hotel Triangle in Kampala. Right now, as we speak, we have our event happening in Dhaka in Bangladesh. We are going to have also another event happening in Nigeria, in Osuna State. Then we are going to have an event in different areas. If you are staying in Botswana, in South Africa, in Lesotho, we are coming in your areas through our super, super leader, Dr. Luaho, through that area. And we are going to have an event in Nairobi. Yes, we are going to have an event in Nairobi very, very soon through one of my best friends who is going to be taking over that side. Wherever you are, we are reaching out to you because we are ready to build a long-term project, ladies and gentlemen, that could sustain our income and pay us like never before into the crypto market space. So let's gentlemen see you. Yes, let's go Kenya. We're gonna be there in Kenya, in Nairobi. We're gonna be with you, ladies and gentlemen, that side in Botswana, in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Uganda, and every smallest part in Africa and across the globe will be able to learn about this new blockchain, the bot chain, but most important, ladies and gentlemen, make daily income using your phone. Turn your computing power energy into a daily earning machine. No stress of markets, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, Nigeria is ready to go. Thank you. Happy to see you. Happy to see you in your area. If you are ready to push this opportunity, there are so many goodies. Reach out to me. I'll share with you. If you are ready to push this opportunity, you have big opportunity ever like I've never seen. Reach out to me. Let me share with you what offer is for you if you are ready to push this opportunity, because the owners of this project are ready to go like never before. But don't miss our Thailand trip that is going to be 7 days, ladies and gentlemen, having fun, learning about blockchain so that you can learn what the Cary Pact Academy or the Cary Academy has for you in educating you about blockchain, in educating you about cryptocurrency. Free knowledge for you is coming your way. See you very soon, and we shall be able to meet together in Thailand. God bless you and have a perfect, super fantastic day. Goodbye, everybody. As I sign out, I'll leave you with this amazing song. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves as we call this a super day.